On this. You take all the arguments on the atonement. You know all the trouble that is caused in the brotherhood. Not the atonement's problem, it's people misunderstanding it. But you know it's very simple. It's awfully simple. When you think, and if you can see these principles in your life and you apply them to the best of your ability, your ecclesia will prosper. It's as simple as this. God was a creator and he planted a garden. He had a garden. And he made a man in his own image, out of the dust of the ground. He wasn't immortal, surely, nor was he mortal. He was flesh and blood. He's not in the image of God in that sense. He's in the image of that earth. And God says, now you're out of that ground, so's that garden. I want you to go in there and you're in charge. You're in charge of that garden. I want you to care for it. Whatever you do, don't touch that tree. Now you think I'm talking to 5-year-old Sunday school kids. And you touch that tree. What can God do? Well, I'll tell you what he can't do. He can do anything, I know. I'm talking morally. And there are some things that God will not do because they're immoral. He can't go over and say, well, look, you made a mistake. Don't do it next time. Just be careful. No. The God we worship, brothers and sisters, is first pure. He will not deviate from his position. That's why he's got such a large family. They trust him. What's got to be done, there's only one way out of that. There's got to be another man, the same as that man, in nature. Come into the world, accept the sentence in his own nature because that's what caused it. Go to that cross and tell the whole world hanging up there in a shameful exhibition, my Father is absolutely right because this man was told not to do this. I am a man to come to tell you, representing that man, that it's wrong and my Father can't do anything about it until we admit that it's wrong. But when he passed into the article of death, brothers and sisters, he went into that ground a perfect man that had never done any wrong. So the same Father that was consistent, making his law stand and not just remove, not saying, oh, let's not cry over spilt milk. No, that's got to be fully discharged. When that's done, and this man has lived a perfect life, it was absolutely imperative. It was impossible that the grave would hold him. Why? Because the same God with the same principle where sin had not happened brought him back to life, brothers and sisters, and gave him immortality. That is as simple as the atonement. But when we start talking about reversing that and applying mercy and compassion and kindness with compromise, you will never, ever, ever achieve your objective. And it's the same